Current statistics indicate that nearly half the world's population lives in poverty, defined as less than $2 a day, and that 1 in 6 people live in extreme poverty, less than $1.25. But poverty is not actually just about a lack of money. It's about a lack of opportunities, a lack of choices, a lack of access to all sorts of things that many of us consider essential to life. Poverty is about a lack of hope. Poverty doesn't have just one facet, and so we cannot fight poverty with just a single solution. And understanding this is at the core of Compassion's Holistic Child Development Program. Picture all the different aspects of your life, your family, your work, your home, your faith, your community, as spokes on a wheel, and then think about what might happen if one of those spokes were broken or missing. It's no different for children living in poverty. If they are to develop and thrive, the spokes that make up their lives need to be strong and uniform. It's what drives Compassion's holistic approach, focusing on the spiritual, economic, social, and physical needs of every child in our program.
How to help reduce poverty. 1 in 5 people on the planet live on less than $1.25 a day, making extreme poverty one of the world's most pressing issues. Tackling poverty requires a holistic approach that addresses its interconnected challenges. Here's how you can help make a difference and be part of the solution. You will need facts about extreme poverty and collaborative action. Step 1. Learn the facts. Health problems are major impediments to development. Each year, complications during pregnancy and childbirth kill 300,000 mothers in developing countries, for example, and malaria infects hundreds of millions of people. But even small donations can make a big impact. Roughly $10 buys a mosquito net that protects a sleeping site for 5 years, while $35 supports a midwife for a week in sub-Saharan Africa, allowing women to receive vital medical care. Another crucial challenge to reducing poverty is to increase food production while protecting and rehabilitating the environment. Make a contribution to further this goal. Just $20 can plant 10 seedlings in a community, while $30 can help to purchase fertilizer for smallholder farming. Education and gender equality are critical to ending poverty, but over 100 million children lack a primary school education, and 3/4 of the world's 800 million illiterate adults are women. Help reduce these statistics. $40 can cover a student's secondary school education for a month in sub-Saharan Africa, and $50 provides a child's school meals for a year, helping to promote school attendance. Enhanced infrastructure. Better roads, cleaner water, improved sanitation, and expanded access to electrical grids and information and communication technologies also fosters development. Get involved and help improve the life of a family. As little as $20 can purchase an energy-efficient cook stove, and $40 can provide a lantern for a home that does not have electrical lighting. Step 2. Spread the word to drive awareness and make an even greater impact. Organize a letter-writing campaign to Congress, post news items and calls to action on social media, circulate an online petition, plan a fundraising party, create a social networking group, anything that helps focus attention on global poverty. Try to highlight the positive. Sharing success stories can help motivate other people to take action themselves. You can get involved with an organization like Millennium Promise, which is dedicated to tackling poverty from many angles. Step 3. Don't let poverty overwhelm you. Collaborate with others to make a bigger impact. Working together, even small actions can make an enormous difference, not only in reducing extreme poverty, but ending it altogether.
What exactly are the distributional effects of tax policy? One of the primary goals of governments is to reduce inequality and move people out of poverty. To achieve this, governments use the revenue that they generate to fund social programs. Now, how do governments generate revenue? By levying taxes on goods and income. Taxes provide governments a source of revenue so that they can fund programs such as cash transfers, pensions, and spending on education and health. However, taxes impose a burden on people, so depending on who pays taxes, they will have a different impact on poverty and inequality. Taxes are progressive if those who have more pay a larger share of their incomes. For example, income taxes usually have a higher tax rate for higher income individuals. They are regressive if the poor pay a larger share of their income in taxes. For example, if a poor person pays $10 in sales tax, this will represent a higher share of her budget than if a rich person pays the same $10. A progressive tax reduces inequality, as long as it collects a sizable amount of money. However, a regressive tax can also reduce inequality if the money collected is then mostly used to benefit the poor. For instance, an increase in value-added taxes on goods could be bad for the poor, but if the revenues are used to fund social transfers for the poor or construction of primary schools in poor areas, it can reduce inequality in the long run. Governments need to assess the short-term and long-term impacts of their tax and spending policies. For instance, cash transfers can bring immediate poverty relief, but spending on schools and hospitals could yield long-term benefits. How governments collect revenues and how those resources are ultimately spent determines the impact on poverty and inequality.